Rise and shine. How y'all doing this morning? Good morning. Good morning. This is P9. This is P9 coming at you guys with another video, another live stream. How's everybody doing this morning? How's everybody doing this morning? Gonna wait for a few people to get up in the live. Good morning, Nate. Good morning, Nate. Good morning, Elevated. Good morning. How y'all doing this? How y'all doing this morning on this Friday? Yeah, I'm doing great. I'm doing great, Nate. I'm doing great, Nate. Thanks for asking. I did that Taki's live stream collaboration with Lori last night. That was pretty cool. Um, you know, B3, what's going on? B3, what's good? Hopefully everything is going good for you today. What up, Boss Joes? How you doing? How are you this morning? How are you this morning? The Takis, the Takis were good. They were good. They were, set my mouth ablaze. You know what I'm saying? I had to keep my milk on me. I had to keep me a tumbler with a bunch of with milk in it. But everything else, it was all right. It was cool. It was all right. I'm eager to hear you speak. Haven't partaken in a live yet. Oh wow, this is now that I think about it, this is your first live that you've been on B3. I didn't even think about that. This is your first time seeing me live. Well, welcome to the live. It's generally a good time, good conversation, good topics of discussion, all that good stuff. You know, I appreciate y'all for liking the video as y'all come in. I appreciate that. Benny says, "How stoned are you?" Just about as stoned as you are, I guess. Good morning, Tennessee, Kentucky. Tennessee got Tennessee, Kentucky in the building. What's going on? This is your first time tuning in to the live to my channel, so I appreciate you for stopping by. It's generally a good topics of discussion. Generally in the live, good vibes and all that good stuff. So yeah, thanks for checking me out and welcome to the channel. I make long form traveling content. So if you're interested, go check out the content. Go check out the long form videos. Very informative and all that good stuff. Thanks for tuning in. Nicolina, what's up? What's up, Nicolina? How are you? Good morning good morning. I appreciate you for tuning in. Hopefully everybody's Friday is off to a good start. Thought I'd get on here and chop it up with you guys this morning. Hope you guys have been enjoying the videos that I've been posting lately. Hope you guys have been enjoying the videos. Um, I have plans to take this channel to a whole nother level. Once I implement those plans, you guys are going to see me take it to a whole nother level. You're going to see even more elevation into the channel. You know, more growth in the channel. So I do have plans. Just gonna, you guys will see. I'll just say stay tuned. Stay tuned. It's gonna be still gonna be travel content, of course, but I'm just gonna kind of, it's gonna be some new implementations in regards to the videos and type of yeah, you guys will see. I'm thinking about doing some voiceovers. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope. Welcome to the live, Fee, the real Fee Nicole. Welcome to the live. I appreciate you for tuning in this morning. How are you? Yeah, P9, I love chopping up vegetables. Yeah, it's one of my favorite things to do too. You know, onions, bell peppers, you name it. Tomato. I like dicing them up. I like dicing up tomatoes and onions and all that good stuff. Yeah, I got 30 subs last night. That was dope. That was dope. It's been a long time since I got that many subs in one night. So that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. Oh, that's good to hear. I'm glad to hear you're doing good, Fee. I'm doing good. I'm doing good as well. I'm doing good as well. Just just taking things day by day, taking things one day at a time, and excited about the growth of this channel. Um, just looking to take things to the next level. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Yeah, 30 subs. Yeah, it was cool. It was really nice. Um, I'm really like excited about the growth of this channel. Because it gets, I feel like, I still have a lot of things I want to do to improve, to elevate the channel, but so far I feel like I put in a lot of work. I feel like my work is, definitely starting to materialize and it's starting to pay off. Starting to pay off in more ways than I ever would have imagined. So yeah, without you guys' support, it definitely wouldn't happen. It definitely wouldn't be possible. You have another channel, but you can't use it. Why won't let you use it? Why can't you use it yet? Oh, you think it's broken? Oh wow, that's crazy. Have you contacted YouTube about it? I don't know how that works or whatever, but yeah, not yet. Yes, it's probably just a glitch or something that they have. I don't know exactly what the issue is, but it might be a glitch or something that might be able to be addressed or fixed. but yeah, you guys. But yeah, I got more and more content. Got more content that I want to work on in the future. Uh, definitely want to work on some more content. But of course, you know, the more and more the channel grows, the more content, the more I would like to branch out and see, you know, other parts of the country and everything like that. Deliver you guys some content from other parts of the country, some very intriguing and interesting content. You know, informative and everything like that. So I just dropped a link to my Buy Me a Coffee for those that want to support the channel, you know, with some, with a donation. You know what I'm saying? Um, I would appreciate it. You know, $5 here, $2, whatever donation, big or small. That way, that way when because of course, traveling it is an expense. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying, that'll you know make it to where I could actually branch out, because traveling ain't cheap. Shoot, I don't even I don't even have a membership. I don't even have membership. I'm gonna set that up too. I'm gonna set up membership up. But I didn't know. I don't even. Yeah, I never really did the subscription. I mean the membership thing yet, Nate. I haven't even set that up yet. I'm working on that too. But yeah, I gotta set all that stuff up today. What up, dogs? What up, dogs? How you doing this morning? I'm doing very well, bro. I'm doing very well. I appreciate you for asking. I appreciate you for asking. How about yourself? B3. Oh, it's cold. It's cold where you at? Oh wow, it's cold. Where you at, B3? You out not? It's cold out there in Australia. That's wild. That's interesting. Australia is cold like this. Oh, it's still winter there? Oh, what? I did not know y'all. Oh, wow. I did not know y'all had a different. Y'all, it's winter. It's winter there while it's summer here. I had no idea. What's going on? We have Mad in the live. What's going on, Mad? How you doing? I'm from Alabama. I'm from Alabama, Mad. Nighttime and winter. Oh, okay. So it's not even, yeah. So it's nighttime and it's cold. Wow. Opposite of you, yeah. Yeah, it's already like 80 degrees out here right now as we speak. It's almost 9 o'clock in the morning. It's already like 80 degrees. That's cool, Nate. If you ever get if you ever get the chance, amazing landscape and scenery. Oh, we talking about out in Australia? Okay, visiting Australia. Yeah, I shoot, I can imagine. Yeah, I could imagine. Yeah, I would. Yeah, definitely. What are you talking about, Matt? I don't know what Matt is talking about. I appreciate that, Tennessee, Kentucky. I appreciate you. Say you like the videos. I appreciate you for watching. Appreciate you for tapping in. I don't know, but where I'm from, Tasmania has the Tassie Devils. Oh, that's where that Tasmanian Devil stuff come from. Damn, Tasmania, Australia. That's wild. That's wild. Like what the Looney Tunes guy was from. So they actually have those out there like that. Wow. Yeah, Australia. That's the outback right there. That's like, yeah, that's a lot of you know a lot of wildlife and creatures out there. Kangaroos and koalas and all type of, if I'm not mistaken, a bunch of scorpions and stuff like that. All type of stuff out in Australia. But they do have really nice scenery out there, though. Really nice scenery, a lot of nice architecture, stuff like that. Yes, but not exactly like that. They end up coming out at night, making loud screeches and munching on the dead. Ooh, wow. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah. So they feed on the carcasses. Wow. In New Jersey, we got squirrels. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yep, same here. Same here. Telling you, Alabama, where I'm at in Alabama, we have some of the biggest insects, like the biggest insects you've ever seen. Down south in general, though, we having them huge insects, big mosquitoes, and all of that. Yeah, there's bears. Yep, we have bears too. Absolutely. There's some bears, few coyotes. In certain parts of the state, you got coyotes. Um, you know, I've seen a bear in the woods before while riding my bike around the trails. Only bears we've got is our koala bears. Yeah, those koala. Yeah, I've seen, but yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a bear in person. But that would be interesting to see a bear, like for real, for real. I wouldn't even want to, like, honestly, I'd probably freak out. Well, nah, you can't really freak out, but you have to, like, it's a certain way you have to respond if you see a bear, actually. You know what I'm saying? I mean, as long as you don't like, as long as you don't confront them, as long as you don't confront them, then they pretty much won't bother you. He was chilling, so we still up. Your videos are great. I appreciate that. I'm glad you enjoyed them. I'm glad you enjoyed them. Tennessee, Kentucky. Jerry the Sheep, welcome to the live stream. Y'all must know each other. Y'all must know each other, Nate. I got kangaroos, snakes, crocodiles, lakes. Excuse me, kangaroo, snakes, crocodiles, lizards, sharks, spiders. I got all. Yeah, see what I mean? Spiders, sharks. God damn. Yeah, y'all got. Yeah, wow. Yeah, they do have a lot. Yep, lizards all over West Virginia. Absolutely, absolutely. I saw a couple of them while I was out there. I saw a couple of lizards. Some of our lizards even have blue tongues. Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, Australia is interesting. A lot of like exotic creatures out there for sure. What up, BDB? What's going on? Good morning. Good morning. How are you? How you feeling? How you living? How you feeling? How you living? I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Just chilling. Happy to be alive. You know what I'm saying? Even in the midst of all the BS in the world, I'm happy to be alive. Joanne Peck says hello from Cape Breton. Is it Cape Breton Island or Breton Island? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. But shout out to Canada. Shout out to Canada. And thanks for tuning in to the live stream. Getting ready for all these streams this weekend. Oh yeah. Yeah, like is that are you talking about them streams where uh y'all talking about doing them those battles and stuff, those battles with what was it, Chris Brown and Usher, stuff like that. So awesome. I hear you. Yeah, Joe. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Just happy to hear you. Just happy to be here, you know. Right. Way too much BS. Where's the dump truck? Oh man. Y'all enjoyed that video. For those that saw it, y'all enjoyed the video that Bambi put up. The the cartoon. That joint was hilarious, man. For real. That joint was hilarious. I'm excited for these battles. Yeah, that should they should be sound like they sound like it's gonna be interesting. It's a my Chris and Usher battle and my Battle of the Bars tournament. Oh, so that's this weekend. Is that like on Saturday? Is that like on Saturday? Uh, and do I so I like who live would I, if I wanted to watch it, like who would I tune into? Would I tune into your live BDB? Oh, it's on Sunday. Okay. What was that? Antonice? Is that Antonice in the building? What's going on? Good morning. How are you? How are you this morning? Yeah, Bambi's dope with those cartoons for real. The accuracy, in the animation and the narration is like A1 for real, for real. Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad y'all enjoyed it though, for real. I know I had a good laugh out of it. And Supreme almost drove us off a cliff on the Grand Canyon on that dump truck. Good morning, Danielle. How are you? How are you this morning? Any though, Preem, yeah, Preem is he is wild for real. Yeah, that had me dying. Bambi literally crafted the cartoon where we was on the brink of death. Can you believe it? Yeah, it was funny, Danielle. It really was. Like, for real. Bambi and that narration and the animation is just be like on point. Wait, I gotta go catch the playback. Yeah, you gotta see it. You gotta watch it, Antonice. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. Um, actually, I gotta go. I work night. I work night shift, so I gotta go. I go to work in. I go into work tonight. I go into work tonight at 10:30. I do it. Yeah, so I work nights. Yeah, yep. I'm just like destined to recover, just like destined to recover. Do a graveyard just like her. We back. We practically work, pretty much work the same shift. It's just that I go in earlier than her, and I go in earlier than her and leave before she leaves. But we yep. Mm, yeah, night. Yeah, yeah, it could be tough, but it could be tough at times. Like for me, it works for me because the fact that I could sleep during the day and get a lot of things done during the day. You know what I'm saying? So it's not too bad. And we don't really, you know what I'm saying? We don't really do a whole lot. It's kind of I mean, I'm not going to say we don't work. We work, but it's not like anything that's just like, real. Pretty chill for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they pay. Yeah, yeah. They generally pay more. To work night shifts. They pay like we get shift differentials and things like that. Get shift differentials and we get like a little bit more than the we get the weekend premiums for working the weekends. So it's straight. It's straight. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the cool thing about it is too, you get off. If you want, we could do a couple of hours of overtime, and get off, and we still have pretty much the whole day to just kind of chill after we get off. Sleep. I can get a lot of things done. Doing night shifts. To be honest with you, because I remember when I was doing the swing shift, which was like 3 to 11:30. I was doing that shift for like I did it for like maybe a year at the most. Which is cool. The swing shift was okay. I mean, it was cool that you got to get off and you got off at 11:30 and at night and still had to got to be able to sleep overnight and everything. The only thing about the swing shift that made it hard for me, that made it tough, was the fact that um like you go in at 3 in the afternoon. So basically, when you get off of work at 11:30 and then you go to sleep, wake up, you go to sleep, like you go to sleep at night, wake up at probably like say 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. You pretty much have a relatively short morning. By the time the morning's done with, you already have to mentally prepare yourself to go to work at 3 o'clock. And it's like it kind of shortens the day a little bit, shortens the afternoon and stuff like that. So it's kind of like if you had to run errands, go grocery shopping and all that type of stuff, you had to get it done real early in the morning. And then once you get it done, it's like you your day is pretty much done before it's time for you to go. Uh, you know, before you go. in the work. So, you know what I'm saying? What up, Lily? What up, Lily? Good morning, Tina. How y'all doing this morning? I enjoyed watching you last night, by the way, Tina, on Kiss from Jay's live. That was y'all had me over here dying for real. Y'all had me over here dying. I was like, gangster, gangster. Oh man, that was funny. When I was a clinical supervisor, I would have to do the overnight 11 to 7. It was difficult for me. They could be tough for a lot of people now. The like doing the overnight shifts can be tough. I definitely understand, you know. And like you mentioned earlier, if you have children, that could definitely be graveyards can definitely be a deal breaker. You know what I'm saying? That could be tough too. I mean, that's like, yeah. I would probably say the ideal. I think the ideal shift for like if you have children, I would say maybe, I don't know, maybe swing shift probably be the ideal shift. But it's just like, you know, I don't know. Or maybe the morning shift, or for sure the day shift. Now the day shift seemed like it'll be a good shift. Like the day shift where I'm at, the day shift is like from you can come in at like you can come in at like 5 in the morning, but then you get off at 1:30. I mean, that to me, that's not too bad. You know, if you like one of them type of people that don't mind getting up in the morning, you know, that'll be cool. Yeah, it was good. It was good. I actually kind of caught the end of that live. I caught towards the I think I came in kind of late on that live. So yeah, I have to go back and watch the beginning of it. But yeah, came in towards the end. They was over there, you know. It was good. It was really dope. I think Supreme, by the time I came into that live, Supreme was still in there, but he had got off not too long after after I came in there. That's a sweet schedule. I would oversleep. That's the thing, because that's actually what I would like to do. I would like to do a day shift, just because that'd be cool to just get in there early and get on out and have the rest of your day to chill. But yeah, I'd be scared that I would oversleep at 5 a.m. Yeah, so I don't know. But the graveyard is working out okay for me for now. It's working out okay for me for now. You know what I'm saying? I can still go in at night and basically I can get a lot of stuff done during the day. um you know I can do my YouTube thing during the day. I can sleep, do my YouTube thing during the day. Get some workout. Get a workout in and eat dinner and still be able to like get a nap in, get a power nap, and go into work. It works out pretty well for me. It's all about how you manage your time, really. Ultimately, everybody has their own preference. You know what I'm saying? So I get that. Everybody has their own preference in what works best for them. Lily says I work 3 a.m. to 3 p.m. Sometimes 3 a.m. to 11 a.m. Oh, okay, okay. So you basically get like some overtime. You get some overtime here and there. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, sometimes I get a couple of hours of overtime. You know, especially when they offer it, when they offer the overtime, I try to get as much of it as I can, you know. So here lately, they've been offering us a lot of overtime. You know what I'm saying? They used to didn't have they do you know they used to didn't offer overtime like that. Um, about a year ago, but nowadays they've been offering overtime because we've been really busy. Peak season's pretty much been like this whole year. Generally, peak season is like during the winter holidays, like between November and like January. But we've had peak season all year this year at the post office. So it's been just like crazy amounts of mail volume. So we've been getting overtime, but I try to take advantage of it when I can. Yep, that's a lot of overtime because I'm a supervisor. It gets overwhelming though. Oh yeah. Oh, you supervisor? Oh yeah. I know that can be draining for real. Yeah, it could. Yeah, I definitely see where you're coming from as far as that's concerned. Yeah, but yeah, everyone is different though. Absolutely, B3. Everyone's different. I'm just grateful that I'm able to, I'm grateful that I'm able to balance work with me doing my content and everything like that. That could be, that it's a challenge, but when I do my content, you know what I'm saying. I feel like it's when I do my content, it kind of balances things out. So it helps me mentally. It helps me with the content, but it also helps me just mentally because it helps me from getting like too bogged down with work. You know what I'm saying? And when I'm creating content, it don't even feel like work. I just feel like I'm just doing something that I enjoy doing, and it's therapeutic. And the fact that I can share it with people, it's pretty dope. So I struggle with time management real bad. Oh yeah, it's yeah. Oh yeah, no, it could be a struggle for real though. I feel you. Lily said first time I come to the chat and I'm actually caught up with the chat. Yeah, yeah, I've been, I'm getting better. I'm getting better. Hey, but in y'all opinion, who be having the hardest time keeping up with their chat? Like who would y'all say had the hardest time keeping up with their chat in y'all opinion? Oh yeah, like that as well. But as I became a supervisor, it helped me a lot because others depend on me. Yeah, yeah, nah, for real. Yeah, yeah. Once you take the position like supervisor, it definitely does help with time management for sure. Yeah, salute the two real Captain B3, Lily, and BDB. Salute, salute. Elevator says Trisha. Oh man. Trisha be skipping comments. Lily. Oh man. But Lily said it's Damo. Elevated says Trisha, but then Lily says Trisha just be skipping them comments. You be like, bump that. Let me go down to the bottom. You got a great mind. I can tell you think through everything you say. I appreciate that, B3. Yeah, I try to, yeah, definitely. I feel like it's always good to think before you say something, certain things. Good morning. Was it the real diva? Good morning. Good morning. I appreciate you for tuning in to the live stream this morning. Shout out to you. Yeah, because Damo reads every single comment and takes ages to answer them. LOL, I love them. And Trisha skips. Oh man. Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. Trisha's like, Trisha's kind of like, well, shoot, if I ain't see you, my bad. I'm sorry, but yeah, it is what it is. We're going to the bottom. I would say A2R, but she tells you that she is not reading them. I would say Damo, but I could be in there too. I'll be fighting for my life with the comments. Yeah. Especially, you said something, you be in the comment section and you saying some stuff and you be like, dang, man, I needed them to acknowledge that comment. Like I really needed them to see that. You know what I'm saying? Like I might have said something important and they be like, God, they just skip over it. Like, yeah. And it gets worse the more your channel grows. It's like this thing gonna be like it's gonna be like the ending credits on a movie. You know what I'm saying? It's sped up. You know. What up, Corey? What's going on, Corey? How you doing this morning? Cause I get sidetracked. Yeah, yep. That happens a lot for real. Danielle says she gets distracted. Yeah, those things do happen. You actually don't take long with the comments unless you're reading or talking, but you catch up fast. Yeah, yeah, just yeah, what I'm saying yeah, it can be a challenge, but I do what I can. I'm in the background at work. Okay, yeah, that's what's up. I appreciate you for taking time out to tap in. Yeah, y'all know my heart. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yes, it's all about. Yeah, y'all know. Yeah, it ain't no hard feelings. Yeah, that shocked me the other day, Lily, when I had all those people, when I had all the people in the live. I was like, I was not used to that. I was not used to that. So, like it was a challenge for me keeping. I was like, I've never had this many people in a live stream, and it was just like, it was an adjustment. It was an adjustment that day because I was like, dang, keeping up with the chat. It used to be times I barely have people in here. So it was easier for me to keep up with the chat. I might have like two or three people and we talking about something and everybody, just it was easier to keep up. Now I was just like few days ago when all those people came through, I was like, yo, Yeah, I'm gonna come. I gotta come to one of your lives, Antonice. I gotta come to one of your lives. That should be a lot of fun. 2 hour live. Okay. Lives be lit. Yeah, I gotta. Yeah, yeah. I gotta pull up. I gotta pull up for sure. I was live hopping these past couple of days. I've been live hopping. I was live hopping like crazy. My lives are not a safe space. Uh oh. Oh snap. Yeah, laughing my ass off. No, I was there live. Yeah, that's funny. That's funny, guys. So you witnessed it firsthand, huh? B3. Say nobody safe in that chat. Well, that's good to know, Nate. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. Everything going all right though with you, Nate? Right on, Corey. It's your lives. You can say how you feel in your lives. It's you too. Absolutely. Hence the name. Hence the name. All our lives should feel like a safe space. No, that's facts. That's facts, you know. You should be able to come talk about whatever it is we want to talk about, you know. Hey Corey, Corey, did you get a chance to see Bambi's video? Uh the of me and Supreme in the cartoon. But yeah, guys. Yeah, no, not yet. I gotta check it out. Yeah, it's jungle. It's bad. That thing is hilarious. That thing is hilarious. I watched that bad boy over and over like a few times. That's how funny it was. a safe space for you and your people. That's why every live is not for everybody. I had to learn that over time. That's true. That's true. Yeah, it's not for everybody. That's correct. Yeah, See, the fact that that's crazy. But I feel you what you're saying though. You say you stopped apologizing for prayer and using Bible as my chat. Right? Why? That's crazy. Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, that's crazy that people will have a problem with prayer and in the Bible. That's crazy. That's like, I mean, what would you rather see? But some people are just, I don't know. Some people it's more of a them problem than it is a you problem. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. When people start tripping like that, you know exactly. If you don't like it, scroll away. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And it's like it be them people that come to the lives and talk about how like like how much they don't like something or whatever the case may be. I'm like, nobody's forcing you to be here. Nobody's forcing you to be here. Like, you have free will. As a human being, we all have free will. Like, if you don't like you, nobody's forcing you to be in the life. Like, all you have to do is just go somewhere else if you don't like it. You know. But when I say it, I mean because people don't like the truth. If people take it the wrong way, they probably not meant for my lives, and I'm okay with that. Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true, Antonice. Like, some people, like, the truth, like they say, the truth hurts a lot of people. It cuts them, it cuts like a sword to a lot of people. So it's just, they just, you can't handle the truth. Get out of here. you know, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, and that's something I had to, like, as I matured, as I got older and matured, that was something I had to basically come to grips with. Like, the truth, you know, it's just the truth is people need to hear it, whether they like it or not. People need to hear it because it's like, it, like you said, it'll make you look inside and hold yourself accountable. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just something that you sometimes it's something that we need to hear. Like, it is like you said, yeah, it's the hardest pill I swallow. Sometimes, yeah, it's like you taking that medicine. You know what I'm saying? You take that medicine, that medicine be bitter. You know what I'm saying? It don't taste good. It's not appetizing, but at the end of the day, it'll make you feel better. You know what I'm saying? It'll like it'll make you feel better. It'll make you kind of look at things and just be like, look, I know what I need. I know what I could fix. I can work on this. You know what I'm saying? And you look at it too. Constructive criticism is like that. Constructive constructive criticism is like that too. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, you might be thinking, like, dang, like, bro, like, I could, like, wow, you know what I'm saying? But at least with constructive criticism, it's people telling you the truth and they have good intentions. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they have good intentions, and it's like, they want you to do better, but it's just like certain things you could tune up here, you can do that. I've had people do that with my I've had people do that with my channel. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, look, you could fix this, you could fine tune this area, stuff like that. So it got to the point where it's like, I just embrace it, take it with a grain of salt, like they say. Good morning, Trish. What's going on? Homebody Trish in the building. How are you this morning, sis? Yes, it hurts, but it heals. Absolutely. The truth shall set you free, as they say. Border Hopper says, bro, what's good? What's good, Border Hopper? How are you this morning? Hey, homebody, body, Trish. Oh, I see. Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying. Homebody, Trish. I would rather know the truth and change accordingly than live stagnant in a lie. Tell me that is the only way I can get better. Yeah, yeah. And it really like I was watching Supreme's video this morning. A lot of stuff he said applied. Like I felt like that applied to me personally. Like, you know what I'm saying? That applied to my life. And so I listening to it, it was just kind of like listening to what he was saying. It was just like, yeah, I could actually apply some of that to my life, and you know what I'm saying, especially when it comes to you know, especially when it comes to confidence. With me, something I struggled with for a long time, me personally, was confidence. You know what I'm saying? Like I've always been smart. Like I've always been smart, but like my confidence was something I struggled with. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was kind of like soft spoken, not really, putting myself out there, stuff like that. And I felt like that kind of held me back, kind of like, deprived me of certain opportunities. But then it was just like bump it. I had to get to a point. I had to get to the point where it was like I got to step outside my comfort zone. So it is what it is. I can't worry about what people think. If people don't embrace it, if they don't embrace the message, or if they don't, for whatever reason, if it's not whatever it is, then it's like if it's not for them, it's not for them. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you just have to like you have to just come to grips with reality and just be like, you know what, you know, everybody, you're not going to impress everybody, and that's what and that's what I understand. I don't try to impress everybody. I try to impress a certain group of people who, you know what I'm saying, who really like vibe with me and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying. So like it was just, yeah, you know what I'm saying. I appreciate that, Border Hopper. Had to sub up after your collab with Laurie. Yeah, yeah. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. That was a lot of fun last night. That was really cool. That was a good video. A strong challenge, knowing your value and pursuing what you deserve. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Knowing your value is very important. It's very important. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what you bring to the table, then why not, go after it, go after what it is you feel you deserve, you know? Um, no matter how challenging it could be, no matter how many obstacles you might have to go through, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely worth it at the end. Well, I literally talked about this yesterday. Ever since I did that, my channel has been growing. I'm loving everyone, but I know I'm not for everyone. Absolutely, Antonice, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. You know what I'm saying? Like and that's and that's good to know, you know what I'm saying? At least like that you are able to grow your channel by just, just basically just, like, going for what and like I said, whoever don't like it, they just don't like it. Whoever, but it's good that the people that do like it can, like, they have something that they can gravitate, something they can gravitate towards. I can relate. I used to deliberately try not to appear too smart, but how dare I shrink to make others feel comfortable? That is a slap in the face to the God who made me. Amen. Amen. Amen to that, Danielle. Absolutely. Absolutely. I would do that a lot too. I would do that a lot too. Like, You know what I'm saying? It was a point in my life where, like, I'd be around people and I felt like I had to dumb myself down to, like, kind of like relate to them, or like I felt like I had to dumb myself down to kind of like fit in with certain people, and like and it just didn't make me feel good because I knew I wasn't being true to myself. And when you're not being true to yourself, you just don't feel, it just doesn't feel good. I'd rather just be myself, and whoever doesn't like me, it just ain't gonna like me. You know what I'm saying? I can't impress everybody. You know what I'm saying? But those who do rock with me, I appreciate those people that rock with me. So, at the end of the day, that's all that matters to me. Amen, Danielle. Okay. Antonice came through with the $5 super chat. I appreciate that. Appreciate that, Antonice. Yeah, definitely. Y'all really, you know what I'm saying? This is why I love this community, though. You know what I'm saying? I like the fact that this community, it's real people. It's a bunch of genuine people. Like, I've encountered a whole bunch of genuine people on this in this community. You know what I'm saying? Like, people, you know what I'm saying, a lot of whom I can relate to. And it's like you got a lot of people who want to see each other win. You know what I'm saying? And it's always good to be around people like that, and to be connected with people like that who want to see you win. It's like I want to see each and every one of you win. You know what I'm saying? I've always been that type of person. Like, um, even if somebody was doing better than I was, and they was at a position that they was in a position where they were winning, that always made me feel good. Like, I've never been the type of person that had that crab in the barrel mentality. Like, oh, I'm not over here, but this person's here, so I'm just gonna hate on them and just try to do whatever I can to sabotage. Nah, I've never been that type of person. Like, I be liking to see people, like, especially when people come from especially when people come from very adverse and situations. They rise above, like, basically people that overcome odds, astronomical odds, and those underdog stories. People that kind of come out of, like, really bad places, but they rise above that, and they thrive. I like seeing stuff like that. Like, how can you root against somebody like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, humble people that come from not the greatest situation. They might be in poverty or whatever the case may be, but to see somebody, like, it just blows my mind that you got people out there that just that want that just they have that crabs in the barrel mentality. Like, instead of seeing that as something that that inspires them to themselves to want to become better, they you know what I'm saying, they use that as a opportunity to kind of hate on people and try to bring them down, because but that's just the sign of some people. Some people are just miserable people, and misery loves company. Misery, they like to see people at the bottom where they at, instead of just seeing that as an inspiration and and working their way so that they can thrive. They see that as an opportunity to just bring somebody else down. And I just can't be that. I just never could be like that. I always like to see people, you know what I'm saying? I like to see people win, and I want to see, like I like to see you guys win for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Right. Someone is always going to be uncomfortable in the situation. It does not always have to be you. So, P9, you're brilliant. Be your brilliant, astute, amazing self, sir. Appreciate that, Danielle. I appreciate that. Y'all. Like I said, y'all be giving me some really, really good words of motivation, encouragement, and quite frankly, that's what people need. People need that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's you know what I'm saying? It means a lot. It means a lot. You know what I'm saying? Words, just words of encouragement and the support and wanting to see people do good. It's just like, yeah, it's very big. Welcome back, Corey. Welcome back. Yeah, yeah. I remember what you was talking about in your live. I came at the end of your live stream, Corey. I came at the end, but yeah, definitely, definitely Mary J. Blige. Mary J. Blige. Yeah. She got she got way more hits than Beyonce. She got more hits than Beyonce, in my opinion. Now I'm not saying Beyonce has a lot of hits, but I will say this: Beyonce has a lot of hits, but MJB, like, you know, yeah, it's just, I don't know. But yeah, I really do appreciate y'all for tuning in to this live this morning. It's still 9:30. It's still early. Um, but yeah, I just thought I'd get on here, chop it up with you guys. Yes, the fellas love MJB, but they both have enough to go round for round. Yeah, lot of, yeah, absolutely. There's so much material that they have, like, so much material. It's great. It's yeah. Yeah, I think the area you grow up in plays a part in what you consider a hit. If you ask someone who is a bit younger, they may have a varying perspective. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Because if you ask, like, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Like, let's just say they did I don't know. Let's just say they did a Tupac and you know, even though Tupac's deceased, obviously, but you know, they did a comparison between Tupac and Kendrick Lamar. Like, you know, people like myself, you know what I'm saying. As much as I respect and Kendrick Lamar, like, I would probably say Tupac, even though Kendrick is technically my era, like my generation, but like, you know, Tupac, I grew up on Tupac as well. You know, I grew up on his music as well. So it'll be a little bit more difficult for me to pick, even though I'll probably say Tupac will have the edge. But you know, a lot of the younger generation, like, you know, people that were born, like, say, maybe late 90s, early 2000s, you know, right around that time frame, people, they will probably gravitate more towards Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? They don't really know too much about Tupac unless they, you know, unless of course, you know, they have people around them that like put them on to pop. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but you know, yeah. So it really depends on the era. It depends on the era for sure. But but we'll see. I'm excited for this battle. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Riri versus B is going to be good with me and Honey. Yeah, that's going to be a good one for real. That's going to be a good one. That would be a good one. That I think Riri is going to give B a run for her money. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. But yeah. So I got y'all got any plans for the weekend? See, it's the weekend for a lot of people. For a lot of people, this is the weekend. For most people, this is the weekend. For me, I go back to work. I was off the last 2 nights. I go back to work tonight. So, so most people's weekends is like my Monday. So my work week starts on Friday night. So yeah. So this is basically this is my Monday. You know what I'm saying? So I don't get as excited about Fridays as much as I used to because it's it's the start of my work week. But but nevertheless, no plans, and I love that. Yeah, nothing wrong. Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes it's good just to chill. Sometimes it's good just to chill and just vibe and not have to worry about that. So I definitely feel you. I have a birthday party to go tonight, but nothing else. Okay, that sounds fun. That sounds fun. Do you work long shifts? I mean, it depends. Like most of the time, I might do a couple of hours of overtime. So, which is not too bad. But during peak season, I was regularly doing like what is it? I would do 12-hour shifts, kind of like back to back. But I haven't been doing that as much lately. But I do get the overtime, like 2 hours of overtime. So it's not too bad. It's not too bad. 10:30. I go into work at 10:30 at night, and then get off at like either 7 or 9, depending on how much mail we have. So it's not too bad. I'm still able to get stuff done. I'm still able to get stuff done during the day. That is, get sleep, get an ample amount of sleep, and get stuff done. Like like any type of errands or whatever basic stuff taken care of. What's up, Mr. King Kong? Not much of anything right now. Not much of anything right now, to be honest. Sleep and some editing. My life kind of boring right now. Yeah, that's pretty much that's kind of where I'm at. Um, you know what I'm saying? I just, especially these past couple of weeks, um, I just been, since I took taking time off from these last couple of weeks anyway, from getting content. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna get back to it. I'm gonna get back to it here pretty soon. But I was like, I need to have that balance too. You know what I'm saying? And just realize that between working a 9 to 5 and actually recording content, having that balance can be a challenge. But it's you know, yeah. What's up, Ahmed? FC Ahmed, what's going on, bro? How you doing today? P9, where are you with your watch hours? Quite frankly, um, well, now I have exceeded like 4,000. So I have surpassed the 4,000. I'm over 4,000. I'm not exactly sure what the exact count is because when I go look, they don't really display the watch hours when I go try to check them anymore. But I have I know I'm over 4,000. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. Yeah. I work the weekends on body, Trish, and also, yeah. One thing about working the weekends, one of the biggest things, it has its pros and cons. The one of the pros being that you get paid a little bit more by working the weekends. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is that it's like it's harder to do things. It's more things to do on the weekends. It's more events to go to. It's more things. It's like you know it's a bit of a challenge, especially if the event's out of town. You know what I'm saying? It's a bit of a challenge getting to those events because I have to work on the weekend. So I either have to like try to somehow make it to the event and still find time to go to work, or I might have to like use PTO just to be able to, it can be a challenge. You know what I'm saying? It's really a challenge, but it so far it's working out for me okay. Yeah, I remember you, Ahmed. I remember you, Ahmed. Oh yeah, appreciate y'all. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I reach full monetization status. So right now I'm in the process of trying to set up memberships and stuff like that. Um, so I'm trying to figure that out. And also I have the what you call that program, that partner program. Um, so I had a partner program where you can do ads and run ads on your videos and stuff like that. Um, so yeah, about that. Now, when you like once you reach monetization status and you get into that partner program, now the thing about it is that you can choose to run ads on your um you can choose to run ads on your videos. They do generate, right now I'm just basically just generating like, pennies, like, here and there, maybe 2-3 cent, video or something like that. But, yeah, it just really depends on, how many people view your videos and if they're watching the ads, if they're watching them all the way through. Um, so yeah, that's basically how that monetization things work. I'm still pretty much kind of learning because it's only been like maybe a little over a week since it's been like a little bit over a week since I actually got monetized. So I'm still kind of, trying to just basically learn the ins and outs of it. You know what I'm saying? But like I do know that much about the partner program is you can sign up for that, get in that. People run, of course they'll run the ads on your videos. Right now, depending on how many people view the video, how long they view the video, and also if they watch the ads completely through, like whether it's a 30-second ad, a 4-minute ad, whatever the case may be, then that's how they really generate ad revenue. So it could be 30 cent here, it could be 2 pennies, 3 pennies here, 50 cent here, stuff like that. But so it's not a whole lot right now, but it's just but hey, every bit helps, you know what I'm saying? It add up. So yeah. Nah, yeah, FC Ahmed's from Egypt. Yeah, he's from Egypt, not Pakistan. But don't have Instagram. I don't use it. Yeah, I don't really use my IG that much, to be honest. I don't really post on there. I don't really post on there like that. I'm on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I'm on YouTube like, you know, all the time basically. you know. I don't really have a bunch of social media accounts. I have a Facebook account that I hardly ever use. Yeah, I'm on YouTube like all the time. Basically, YouTube is just like my like that's like the social media platform that I'm on the most. The only time I use IG is really like to and I probably should be using it more to promote the channel. But I just never really uh use IG like that. Now I do get like, I have like some people I'm connected with through YouTube, they might send a link to, videos or something like that on my IG, but that's pretty much it. Yeah, I might get back active next week with the vlogging. I'm thinking next week I'll probably get back active. If not next week, it'll be the week after that, you know. And I'm going to South Carolina, so I'm going to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, back on the first week of August. So I can tell you that there will be content recorded out there. Still plan on doing my Texas trip. So that's basically what I have in the works. In the near future. Yeah, those pennies do add up. You right about that, Danielle. They add up. They add up. Um, You know what I'm saying? Every bit helps. Every bit helps. And the more your channel grows, it's like I said, the more your channel grows, then and the more subscribers you get and all that type of stuff, the more engagement you get with your channel, that's those numbers are gonna just they're gonna just go up anyway. So just it's all about just growing and just having consistent, just really just all about consistency at the end of the day. It's about consistency and just that's really mostly what it boils down to. I really want to donate money, but I can't, bro. That's cool. I appreciate, I appreciate your intentions, your intentions to do so. Um, you know, um, but that's cool. Oh, that's definitely understandable. That yeah, like no worries about that. Yeah, like yeah, you give me motivation. You give me motivation. That's good. That's really good. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fact that you guys come support the channel, like that's really what I appreciate more than anything. I mean, donations are cool, you know what I'm saying? Like if you donate, it helps. It definitely does help, you know what I'm saying? Especially with the content, like especially with what I do, it helps, you know. But you know, if you're not able to do so, then that's not a problem. You know what I'm saying? You can still come over here and rock with me up here at in the lives and on the channel and everything like that. You know. What up, GQ? How you doing this Friday morning? Not I haven't really been into games like that. Like I haven't really been into games like that in a long time, believe it or not. I used to be, I used to play the game all the time, but I haven't really been into it like that recently, like, the past few years or so. Yeah, I haven't really been gaming that much like lately. It's not that I lost interest in it or anything like that. It just hasn't really been something I've been focused on like as much as I did when I was younger. So that's really just kind of like, where I'm at with the gaming. Are you working now, GQ? Okay. Nice, nice. Yeah, you know how that go. I got to go back to work tonight. I had my last 2 days off. Just chilling, not doing much, just dropping videos here and there. That's pretty much it. Welcome to the live fun with me. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thanks for stopping by. FC Ahmed says, "What's your favorite food? Want to get to know you." Yeah, I'm a huge pasta fan. I like pasta and tacos. Pasta and tacos. Like literally, I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. If the food supply, well, nah, let me not say that. Nah, let me not say that. Let me. But if it was the last couple of things on earth that I had to eat, I would be okay with just eating pasta and tacos. To be honest with you, I would be straight. Yeah, the grind doesn't stop. Absolutely. It's always, it's always something to do. Always something to do. You said that right. You said that right, GQ. I'm gonna give you. Yeah, I love pasta too, but one of my faves is burgers and fried chicken. Yeah, fried chicken's good. Fried chicken's good. I'll eat a burger occasionally. I'll eat a burger occasionally. Most definitely, you know. But what's crazy, Ahmed, I'm gonna tell you something about here. I'm gonna tell you about America. You might have some idea what's going on over here in America as far as the prices going up on a lot of food products. Um, One thing about it is that over here, like the restaurants, a lot of restaurants, like especially fast food spots, their prices are so high that it was a point in time. Okay, it was a point in time where every fast food restaurant, or every restaurant for that matter, even the dine-in spots, most of them had like a value menu. You had value menu, and then you would pay less, but you would get more. Like you would get higher portions of food, or you have a higher quantity of food, and the quality was higher too. So you would pay like, you would, it was a point in time where you would pay five. You used to be able to go to, say, McDonald's, Wendy's, $5. You would be able to get you like a whole meal, and you will be full. Like you will be able to fill up on that meal. $5. You get everything, and then you'll get high portions of it. Now it's like the prices have went up, but the quality of food has went down, and you get less. You get less of the product. Like it's crazy. You go to the stores, you go to the grocery stores, you buy a bag of chips, you paying $5-6, which is ridiculous amount of money to pay for a bag of chips. And you get the chips, you open the bag, and it's like the bag is not even halfway full. You so much air at the top of the bag. So much air at the top of the bag. It's like you're paying more and you're getting less now. I mean, it's just a scam, bro. I mean, it's a scam being ran on the people, bro. It's crazy. Trish, yeah, everything is high. Everything. Groceries, food, gas, electric bills. I could go on and on. Cost of living is and don't get me started on the rent in like, yeah, just the rent a place is crazy high. Cost of living is ridiculous, man. Yeah, bro, the prices are really going up. It's really annoying. Like people's money is crying, right? Yeah, it is. It is like, people have to, it's like nowadays people have to cut back a lot more. People have to cut back on things a lot more. People have to, like, to anything that people like to do that costs money, they have to scale back on it just to try to, just try to make ends meet, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy, bro. Like with me with traveling, like for instance, for me for traveling, like I would you know I still travel from time to time, but you know, the cost of everything going up so high, it's like I can't do it as much as I would like to do it, but I do it whenever I can do it. You know what I'm saying? Um, you know what I'm saying? So that's why it'll be good. You know what I'm saying? It'll be good, you know, like with the community, you know, the community, like with the community I have, you know what I'm saying? They can, like, you know, put some money in the pot, you know what I'm saying? A few dollars here and there, just to you know. And when I say that, it's just so I can go places, visit places, and get some content that, you know, the people might want to see. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so to get some, like, you know, some donations here and there will definitely help. But you know, it's not a requirement by any chance, by any means. You know, I'm not like, you know, look, if you rock with me, I'm gonna get the content, and I'm gonna, you know, but it helps with you know, when people, you know, people could, make donations here and there, especially, you know, to fund the travels and everything. It's because of all these wars, bro. Yeah, those wars cost a lot. Yeah, exactly. That's what makes that's what help. That's what contributes to the increase in prices. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, it's like the politicians are playing. They're playing politics, and the politics are affecting everyday people. Everyday people are affected by politicians going to, you know, and their you know, their divisiveness and all the turmoil that's going on around the world. It plays a huge part in that. Gonna go get a haircut in a bit. Any recommendations what I should do? I'm thinking about getting a mid fade on the sides. Nah, for real though. Yeah, fades are my favorite. That's like my favorite. The last time I had a haircut, to be honest with you, like, especially when I was younger, when I was a kid, that's all I used to get was fades. I would get, but most of the times I would get what was called a temp fade. I get temp fades. I used to get temp fades all the time. You know, and yeah, so yeah, yeah, definitely. If yeah, mid fade, that'll be cool. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I used to stay getting fades, like, but I would cut, like, sometimes I would cut the sides off a little bit, like kind of like up to, like, around this area, around this kind of have it like up to here. I would have them cut like that. And yeah, it's been a long time, man. Yeah, as you can tell, it's been a long time since I had a haircut. It's the last time I had a haircut was probably like 3 years ago. Yeah, it's been 3 years, bro. Last time I had a cut, and last time I had a haircut, like, yeah, I just had a low fade, basically low fade. You know, I appreciate that, Ahmed. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm trying to, yeah, just trying to grow it out as much as I can. You know, trying to maintain it. as much as I can. Got to get it. I got to get it retwisted here pretty soon. Got to get it redone here pretty soon. Bro, these days, lives been tough with all the prices going up stuff, bro. Yeah, it's bad. It's really bad, Ahmed. It's a lot of places. It's a lot of places too. I'm gonna tell you, it's a lot of places that prices are so high that the people that can afford to leave in certain areas, people that can afford to move somewhere cheaper, they're leaving those particular areas. Case in point, California. A lot of people are leaving California. But people that can't afford to leave, they're homeless. It's so much they're homeless. They're homeless, and like what makes it worse is that California has a huge drug crisis. Drug crisis, and people just like really just a lot of people out on the streets that's like mentally unstable. Drug addicted, things like that. So it's like it's really so it's so bad that the people that can't afford to leave but have to but they work, you know what I'm saying. uh it's like, yeah, they can't, like, you have some people that work jobs in certain areas like California, for instance. You have people that work full-time 40 to 60 hours a week. Some work so much overtime that it's crazy, and they still can't afford to get a place to live. They still can't afford to the rent out there. They can't, it's just bad. And even if they could get into, let's say, even if they could get into an apartment or somewhere to live, that's just one aspect. It's just paying the rent. Healthcare is high out there. It's high. It costs a lot of money. Utilities, everything is just ridiculously high. Like, so much so that if people were somehow able to get a place to live, they're going to spend the vast majority of their money just renting the place. Not, they don't have much money left over to do anything else. It's like, it's that bad. It's that bad. You know. Um, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. Only thing we could do really is just try to do the best that we can and try to keep our try to just maintain and manage the situation the best we can. How's it gonna be in a few years? A bottle of milk is gonna be like $100. hey, hey man, we gonna have to, like, bro, we gonna have people out here trying to yeah, it's gonna be terrible, man. Like, I go so far as to say, I would go so far as to say this, bro. I would tell people, I would suggest people, and this was suggested to me as well. I would suggest people learn how to like grow food, like grow their own food, plant seeds in the ground, You know what I'm saying? Like try to learn some, like, I guess some survival tactics as far as trying to, you know, planting their own food, using whatever resources that they have to like plant their own like crops, like plant tomatoes, plant squash, plant whatever you're able to plant, you know what I'm saying, and grow whatever you can grow naturally, because um I'm afraid it's going to get to that point where there's going to be a food crisis. It's going to be, prices are going to be so high that people can no longer afford it, to the point where it's like, it's going to be bad, bro. It's going to be bad. So in preparation for that, like, yeah, that would be something that I would advise people to do. You know what I'm saying? And just, go from there. Yeah, and to save money, absolutely. It's very cost effective to grow your own food. And then it's healthier for you. You're eating like natural food that grows naturally from the earth. Who's this? Warner Bros. Why you say hi so many times? Thanks for tuning in to the live, but you put in hi like 5 different times. How are you? I mean, when you type in hi that many times, I'm gonna automatically assume that you're spamming. It looks very Spanish to me, or spammy or whatever, I don't, however the word you want to use. It looks like that. It looks like you're spamming. But yeah, on that note, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. I gotta make a couple of runs. I just wanted to tap in with you guys this morning. I appreciate everybody for tuning in to the live this morning. But yeah, everybody take care. And but I'm gonna be back on here. I'll probably be back on here at probably another hour or two. So it's not gonna be the last time I go live today, but I gotta just go make a couple of runs, and everything like that. Yeah, I know, Ahmed. I know, but I'll be back though. Don't worry, I'll be back. I'll be back. We gonna chop it up some more. And but yeah, I appreciate um I appreciate you, Ahmed, as usual, for tuning into the channel, showing support. Um, you know, and yeah, appreciate you. And you take it easy now and have a great day and enjoy, and yeah, and get that haircut, get that cut, get freshened up real good with that new cut. All right then, bro. Salute to you. All right, peace.